Hi, this is Wen. So in my earlier video, I share 5 tips I learned from my own experience and other immigrant women leaders on how to get ahead in our career. And after that's published, I received some comments. People are saying, "Hey, Wen, I know it's great to have mentors and sponsors, but how do I find them?" And it's such a great question that I'm filming these videos to answer that and share my own process. So please take them and marinate them to see what worked for you. The first thing to me is always the internal work. One is do great work. If you're looking at this video, I know you do great work. I almost feel like it's embedded in us as immigrant women leaders. The other thing that we often need to overcome is the thought of, oh my God, like, I don't want to brag on my own achievements that feel like really weird. And we gotta reframe that, because if we don't advocate for ourselves and waiting for others or waiting for something to happen for us, we can keep waiting, but we can choose also to take that into our hand. So one way that helped me to reframe it is to see as how I'm building relationship and educating people and letting them know much more about me. How am I performing at work? What have I done? And also where I want to get to. And that's usually very helpful for any like conversations with mentors or sponsors. So for mentors, I often see it as it doesn't have to be someone in your company, as long as they have more experience than you, like the breadth or the depth in the industry. And usually, especially, it can come from like prior work engagement. And in that sense, you can learn their perspective. You can share what has worked, what has not worked for you, and hear what they have to say in your given situation. And oftentimes, I don't formalize those relationships, because what's important is the long-term relationships I'm building. So instead of asking them, "Hey, would you like to be my mentor?" which I think put a lot more weight and responsibility, versus, "Hey, I would love to keep in contact, and how about that meet like every month or every other month? What do you think?" By doing that, almost naturally, those people, understand you better, and they want to share what they learn, and kind of help you automatically. So that's for mentor. For sponsors, I see that as someone who is 1 or 2 levels higher than you, and it doesn't even need to be in your own department. And that blew my mind before. Relationship building process is the same with the mentor, but what's different is that learning from the sponsor and also let them know where you want to head to, especially like within the company, such that when they get to know you, when they know what you have accomplished, they are in great position to pay more attention to opportunities that might match what you want, and also feel more willing to take a chance on you and bring up your name in those conversations when you don't even know them. So that's what have been working for me. I hope this is helpful. And if you have more tips, please put it in the comments so others can learn as well. All right. Thank you. Bye bye.